Morning guys, I am out on the S18 this morning exploring some new routes. So I found a few extra or additional footpaths and stuff that I can come and explore. I also are running a little bit higher pressure on the tyre. So one of the subscribers said that I must try a higher pressure in the tyre. So I went up from 35 psi, that's the minimum level of the tyre that they suggest, to 40 psi. So because I also removed those little assembly / shipping blocks behind the foot plates, and what I did find when I removed them, I deflated the shock and I just pushed the shock through its whole travel range, and it did feel like it was much smoother. So the up and down action was much smoother. The only thing that I can think what was happening is with those shipping blocks installed, it would put a bit more pressure between the shock pillars. And now with it removed, it sort of relaxed a little bit of the whole system where it's been mounted. Just relaxed it a little bit, and that creates smoother movement or less friction. It's like if you've got two pipes and you push out between them, the sleeve around is gonna try and push out, and it's gonna be sticky. So if you take the pressure away and it just drops up and down, then it creates a smooth movement. I hope that makes sense. But that's the only thing I can think of why it would be smoother with those blocks removed. So I've got the blocks removed, and I've also got higher pressure in the tire, 40 psi. I'm gonna hit some trails and see how it feels. I'm also back on my trainers to see now, after about 135 miles on the wheel, if the trainers makes any difference. The Vans with a flat sole is my preferred riding shoe, but I wanna mix it up. I wanna see maybe I can get used to the trainers, because the trainers was always more comfortable for me in the longer run. So let's get going. The other thing, guys, I want to ask you, what do you guys use for your video settings? If you use an iPhone, like I do, what do you use for your video settings? I've been having issues currently with my iPhone, where if I record video, then one of the videos out of, say, 3 or 4 or 5 would just be black, and it would record the audio, but it doesn't record any of the video. It's quite bizarre. And then the last bit of the clip, then you can actually see the video. It's on the high efficiency setting, and I record at 4K 60 frames. Previously it was all on 1080p, but that was about 3 months ago. 1080p 60, and now I've jumped it up to 4K 60. But that's the only real change I've made. I've also now upgraded to the latest version of iOS, so hopefully that would maybe resolve it. But we'll see from this video if I have any clips that is just recording black video and then the audio. It's so frustrating, because firstly, you spend time recording stuff, and then you get to the import stage, because it looks fine when you review it on the phone. As soon as you import it, it's just black. Bizarre. So if you've got any tips and tricks for setting or using different settings on the iPhone for specific video, please drop in the comments below. It'd be quite interesting to see what you guys use. Also, what type of video cameras do you use? Do you use GoPros, Insta 360 1R, 1X? You know, be interesting to see what you guys use. And also mics. I'm looking for a mic solution that I can record audio without it sounding like it's I'm in a wind tunnel. So again, if you've got any tips and tricks, drop it down in the comments below, please. But yeah, let's carry on with the ride.
When the stars align with a certain mind, you can read the lines and you shall find a universal life, just one of a kind. Look up to the sky and let yourself unwind. Hey now, it's passing so fast that you'll miss it if you blink. So now watch out, there's a billion stars right on the brink of now, in the Milky Way. In the Milky Way. An emptiness so vast yet so complete. It makes me feel so small standing on my feet. Just a speck of life, so discreet. Nothing really matters, it's a deceit. Hey now, it's passing so fast that you'll miss it if you blink. So now watch out, there's a billion stars right on the brink of now, in the Milky Way. In the Milky Way. Oh, if only we could understand the breath. It's possible that we may never know the depth. Hey now, it's passing so fast that you'll miss it if you blink. So now watch out, there's a billion stars right on the brink of now, in the Milky Way. In the Milky Way. It's passing so fast that you'll miss it if you blink. So now watch out, there's a billion stars right on the brink of now.
Okay, my ride is pretty much done for today. I tried to do some shock movement footage, so I hope it comes out okay. Just to see how much smoother the shock is and how quick it responds. So hopefully it comes out okay, and you can compare it to your shock's action. I don't know, might help someone. But yeah, so I'm pretty much done for the ride. I found some new awesome trails that I want to really come and explore a little bit further earlier, because there's quite a lot of horse riders and dog walkers that I don't really want to bug the whole time by flying past them. Well, I don't fly past them, but you know, you just get up to nice speed, and then there's a horse rider or a dog walker. So that's definitely for a next ride. The next thing is the higher pressure in the tire. Now, I don't know. On the road, it feels really good. So, but on the gravel, on this type of terrain, it feels to me like a little bit like riding on marbles, a little bit loose. So if you go, especially if you go around the corners, on the straights is perfectly fine because the shock takes all that small little compressions, or it takes out all those little bumps. But as soon as you go around the corner, you need a bit of a softer, well, I think you need a little bit of a softer tire so the tire can squeeze in and do a bit of movement. So when you do lean a bit, it does grip a bit more. So I'm going to do the same ride on the road that I found now on a next ride, just to see if I go down to 35 again, if it's going to be better. Because yeah, you don't really want to. It's like riding a motorbike with hard tires on big stone gravel. It feels like you floating, and it's the same for this tire. You know, if the pressure is too high, I think yes, the shock will do its best, but if it's too high a pressure, then you ride higher and more. You know, you can feel more bits in the road. When it's softer, it sort of melts a bit into the road. So that's on the tire pressure. You see what I did there? Slap that bug away like a ninja. And then on the shoes have been comfortable. It's not a long ride. It was about half an hour, 45-minute ride. So the shoes are fine. Not as comfortable as the Vans. I do feel a little bit more grip. As the grip tape on the pedals start wearing down, the softer sole shoes feels to me to be having more grip because they're softer, they grip more. So I will definitely keep on riding with them and just see if they keep on having the same effect. It'll be interesting to see when it's wet as well, the Vans between these ones. So that's the shoes. The other one that I want to just a quick update is the, what do you call it? The blocks. The elusive blocks. Shipping / alignment blocks. Now, I've removed mine and it does make a big difference. Now, I thought my shock was not sticking, but this does make a big difference. When I look when I ride to the rear of the shock, you can see it's so much more responsive. And the thing is, if there's less pressure on those two shafts where your whole shock mechanism goes up and down, if there's less pressures or just less friction on it, it's going to move quicker, and then the shock is going to do its job much better. So it's a win-win. So if you do have it in, go out for a ride, check it out, get a feel for how it rides, and also deflate your shock and push the shock or push the wheel down and up and feel that movement, and then knock those blocks out, and then again keep the shock deflated, push it up and down through the whole movement of the shock, and then see how that feels, and then inflate it. You know, I'm running 220 on the main, 90 on the negative, I think. Just check my previous videos, it's sort of all in there, but it's the KingSong's pressure for off-road on the minimum. That's 220 something for a 75 kilogram rider. So that's, and it really feels very nice. So go and try that out and give me some feedback below how you find your wheel when you've knocked out those shipping whatever assembly blocks. But yeah, it did make a big difference. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you can get to the end of this video. I'm going to try and make all my videos about 15 to 20 minutes max, because otherwise this gets too long. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Oh, another last thing. Sorry. Last little thing. So what my wife said to me yesterday, I said to her, you know, I think I must get another another wheel. I'm like, and she said, no, you will not be able to get another wheel till you reach 1,000 subscribers. So I need to get 1,000 subscribers, then I can buy another wheel. So drop down in the comments below, share it out to all your friends and whoever that want to subscribe, so I can get to 1,000, so I can get another wheel. And also drop down in the comments below which wheel I should get. Is the V11 or the Sherman? So let me know. Challenge is on. I need to start saving. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely Sunday. Cheers.